Greetings, I am CrossKnights, and this is Let's Play Breath of Fire 3, and, amazingly enough, Ray only needed one level to get his next skill, so he learned Intimidate, don't know what it does. Pico is leveling up, and because he leveled up, that's actually 3 levels, so I can go back to the hide-and-seek kids. How are you? You know, there are a lot of people that make fun of hide-and-seek, but we had a good time, didn't we? I just love hardworking people like you. As a reward for all the hard work, I'll show you this. And we get another form. It's not a very useful one, but I'll show it. Say, there wouldn't be one of you who wants to be my apprentice, would there? Nope, in fact, no one shall be your apprentice ever again. So we're gonna move on to the leader boy now. By the leader boy, like, it's so funny to me that they made him bald. Like, I don't get it. He's supposed to be like 14, right? I never guessed you'd find everybody. From now on, you're a part of the gang. If you listen to what I tell you, your power will go up. I bet you want me to show you all your bad tricks, right? Yeah, it's nice that he actually tells you that there's a power increase, where no one else tells you what their stat is. Okay, Pico, you're one of the gang now. And that's that. Let's continue that stupid switch puzzle, which I at the very least understand now, so I don't think it'll take me long. Here's hoping. So, if you remember, there's this switch puzzle. It raises and lowers the different things. I read it out loud and everything, but what I didn't internalize is that each switch raises and lowers multiple planks of, what are they, the beams? And that's what all those tomes are trying to tell me. Let me see if I can get to one. Because it makes perfect sense once you realize that, and it told me, but... my brain was, oh, it's not here. My brain was not, I was done. Like, between the 17 minutes of recording and then realizing I wasn't recording and then, like, leveling up for half an hour, I had been at it for, like, 2 hours at that point. But yeah, so if you hit the westward switch, it will make the east plank go down and the north plank go down and the west plank go up. And the south is unaffected. So I need to figure out how to get all of them to go up. Now, I believe at the north one, if you hit the north one goes up, and that's it. So my final act in whatever I should do should be the north one. I didn't take notes, but I remembered that from editing. So it's going to be something like this, and that's not it, because that went down. But yeah, because this should have no effect, except for raising the one, so... It's not that order, but if that's the case, and I know that only north affects itself, there's only so many combinations that make sense, which is like a big thing with these puzzles, I feel like, is that they're not really... They're very brute forceable a lot of the time. Did that go down? Yeah, that one's down, so that one isn't it. But, I think I can just brute force it a few more times and I'll get it. Now, I could, like, use my brain and try to figure out the order, but, you know, I've already tried 2 combinations. There's only like 2 combinations left, right? Why think when you can just brood? I think... Yeah, if that... Yeah, I don't touch... So this one's false. I never should have touched that one, because it was... Okay. You know what? My brute forcing had I didn't question one of my assumptions. My assumption was that I'd have to hit all of the levers. I did not need to hit all of the levers. In fact, I was not supposed to hit all of the levers. That one on the west, false idol. Don't touch it, and you're good. Alright, well, there's a little brute forcing for you. Took me more than the maximum number of times for 3 switches, because I didn't realize I didn't need to hit one. That's fine. Oh, I wonder, am I in the new stance? I don't think so. Oh, I probably should have just had her shoot. I just expect her to miss so often, but, like, the Typhoon's not going to do too much damage to either of these guys. But alright, in uncharted territory now. It's Salazar! Bam! You know, I have been, like, in an RPG mode, so I've been debating, okay, I am... So, did you see how we all just gained health? That is the form that I was taught by the, by the child. It's a regeneration form. It is not worth it. You saw it gave me, like, 1 life back per turn. Like, not worth it at all. But, I don't know. Still cool. Cool that they did it. They just should have at least given you 5. Like, 1 is ridiculous. But yeah, I've been in, like, an RPG mode. I've been thinking about Suikoden. The only reason I haven't played Suikoden years ago is because Konami was not Let's Play friendly, and I don't know if that's the case. But they recently remade a package of Suikoden 1 and 2. And I was thinking about getting it, but then I saw a video about remakes. I think it was Stephanie Sterling. And she was just like... She made some very good points as to why I should just stick with the original, because while they have updated graphics for part of it, they also have updated graphics next to the old graphics, which just makes the old graphics look bad. Like, these graphics look fine, they have a charm to them, you know, they have a cohesion to them. But imagine if I had, like, really highly detailed sprites and then the walls still looked like this, suddenly the walls start to look out of place and crappy, you know what I mean? And that's kind of what they did with Suikoden. They didn't update everything. There are some old sprites with the new sprites. So if I play it, it'll just be the old ones, which is fine. Let's see. But boy, would that be a journey. That could be a journey that could last me the next, like, 3 years, playing the first 3 Suikodens. Because there is a Suikoden 4, didn't care for it. So even Suikoden 3 wasn't my favorite. If we're gonna go favorite Suikodens, it's 2, 1, 3. But they're all great. I had some pretty big issues with 3, but that's fine. Locked. I didn't read what that thing said because I was ranting about Suikoden. What if I just stand on here without paying attention to anything? What happens then? It looks like nothing useful. Oh, I see. I see what's happening. I'm not even going to read that thing. It looks like I can position these in certain ways that eventually I need to get to the center, yeah? Ooh, okay, I didn't think that was going to happen. New wrinkle, then. So imagine I had done that first. Then that would be there. That wouldn't help me. Alright, let's read it. I'm assuming it says something about resetting. The door switch and the terminals in the center of the room. Use the 3 moving pad. Okay, that helps me not at all. I need to reset these. I'm assuming it'll reset if I leave, then. Due to magic. A little gnome goes like, doo-doo-doo! He just changes it. Yep, alright, so... Use your think box. That would lead to there. I could go there. I want 3 in a row. And then what? Then what can I do? Let's just play out what I'm thinking. I'm so, like... Let's just start. I can't hold this many moves in my head, so we'll just try what I'm thinking. Even though I don't know if it makes sense. But I'll know if it makes sense once I just look at it, because we'll have this. And I know that this will perfectly slot in there, but is that useful? I don't even know. But I'm just doing things. Yes! Okay. Yes, I get it. I get it now. This is why I just try things. My brain was like, it makes sense to move them, to have them all stacked like that, but I don't know why. But now we're just gonna play it out. And just, when I got to that point, the solution revealed itself. I'm a big fan of just trying things. I know there was a test where they had, like, executives and CEOs in one group. And they had engineers in one group. And they had, like, some normal workers in one group. And then they had a bunch of 5-year-olds. And they wanted to see which group could, like, build a bigger bridge with, like, straws or something like that. Or, like, the tallest tower or something along that lines. And the group that won was the engineers. Of course, the engineers. But the second group that won was the 5-year-olds. And that's because they just started doing stuff. And most of it didn't work, but eventually they just came to a novel solution that was good. Because they just tried things without worrying about it. And that's... I like that methodology. I feel like that's what I've done through most of my life. Now, it has some flaws. That flaws... The flaw can be mitigated by, if there's an engineer, listen to the engineer. Like, I'm always like... When I'm at a job site or whatever, I'm like, find the people who know what they're doing and listen to them. And figure out the people who have no idea what the hell they're talking about and do not listen to them. And that usually covers my weaknesses enough that with enough time I can develop my own methods to do well enough. But that's how I solve a lot of puzzles also. I just start trying things. I figure if I do the solution halfway, I'll be able to figure it out the full way. Bam. Alright, and now you. Ugh. Haha. I saw you were thorough, you boot fool. And now you're blind, you won't even see these punches coming. Boom. Oh. I didn't expect him to live. Alright, there we go. Just needed a little bit more power from you there, Pico. That's my fault, though. Ooh. Like, I don't think he has anywhere near the best equipment. Ah, Pico's freaking out. Does that say lacquer? I don't know, unlike the staff, someone should actually be able to use this. He has a glass domino, that's crazy. Still, after all this time. What do you need, Momo? I'd rather... Ooh, hello. We'll give you that, it's even faster. Alright, you're fine. I'm getting a lot of play from that Artemis cap, though, aren't I? So Flame Shield... I mean, the Flame Shield would resist fire, but whatever. I'd rather the defense. Not that... I mean, Pico is... I doubt I've ever had a playthrough where he's even got to this level. Like, I know I've built him this way on purpose, but he has a shockingly large amount of health, doesn't he? Like, more than Gar. He's just a meaty plant. Multi-strike. Okay. I don't get why the multi-strike sometimes does one attack. It might be like you attack and then you have a chance to do another attack, but I've only seen 2 attacks. It seems like a bad attack. I was gonna try to learn a whole bunch of skills, and I'm realizing that the skill learning system in this game is highly flawed in that a lot of the skills you can use make a lot of sense for the enemies that use them, but do not make sense for the player. Anything that has a high chance of missing, you're just so much better off just hitting the guys, you know? So, you might as well just attack at that point. Because, like, you're gonna miss, and if you hit, it's not even that great, usually. But usually you miss! So, any of the instant death skills, not worth it. You're much more likely to just not do anything. Like, maybe a skill that casts death on everyone. That might be something, but even then, like, I don't know. I'm hoping... Oh, okay, good. We got one Dragonfly. I was really hoping to kill both of them. Because he's gonna aim for the... Insector. That doesn't say Inspector, it says Insector. He might have enough power to kill him. Tornado, son of a... Oh, we could get a death here if that fly doesn't follow up. Oh, never mind. The only one it hit was the fly. Dead. I don't know why he was aiming for the fly. That's weird. Oh my god. Someone needs just a tiny bit more power here. We're getting way too many battles where someone has like 1 health left. Was there anything here? I didn't check. Oh my god. Am I going back now? Oh, no, I'm not. Oh god, alright. Then I should have checked the other room. I'm trying to check everywhere. Okay, yeah, let me just look back at the door that I didn't look at. Damn it. I was just hoping we wouldn't get into another battle. Wait, that looks like an exit. Oh, see? This is why I'm thorough. Barbarossa. I just had a feeling it was a sword. That will make me significantly slower. That's a good power increase, but the lightning... We'll wear it for a little bit. And let me look. Yeah, Momo only has 18 speed. That is not the way that most people are gonna build Momo. I really wish that she was able to get that thief at the beginning. Because Momo has very good heal... Like, she is the healer of the group. She's the utility character that does all the special stuff. But you need speed for that. You need to heal before the enemy attacks or you're not good in that role. So that's one of the reasons the thief is so good for her at the beginning. Plus, it gives her accuracy. I'm probably... When she's done with her current master, I'm probably going to put her back on the thief just to get speed. I could even put her on the fairy if I really want her to get speed, but... As I said at the beginning, and then I, like, horribly died hilariously, The game is not hard. It really isn't. I know that at this point, almost no RPG is hard for me because I've played so many of them. I guess I should play 7 Saga again because that game was damn impossible when I was a kid. Maybe I can actually beat it now. Yeah, this one definitely isn't. You jerk. Just delaying the inevitable. Though I suppose that's what we all do. Wee. Oh my god, not what I meant to do. Check. Ooh. There actually is a way over here. But nothing? Really? You're not gonna hide something there for me? That would be perfect. Ugh. Kinda wanna level up Pico this battle. Yeah, so we're gonna attack the fly. Also attack the fly until something happens, and you'll monopolize. Oh god. Chlorine. Miss. Ha 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 ha! Manifested a miss. Boink. And you're blind. Alright, will it be enough? I guess we'll see. Charge! Oh, you son of a... Miss, 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 miss. Oh, I used the miss power too much and it betrayed me. They're like, you're not changing fate twice in a row. Alright, at least Momo hit. Because there'd be a chance that he'd get to attack before us if she didn't. There we go, 770 experience. Pico has leveled up with his increased power due to the baldest kid on Earth. I mean, we don't know how old everyone is. They could be in their 20s. And I do know more than one person who's gone bald in their 20s. I didn't realize you could heal wounds. What? When did you get this? Oh my god, he has so much HP. I kind of want to see that in battle. Just see his version of saying the word heal. Yoink. Where are we again? This is like some giant ship or something on Steel Beach, I think. Also note that I'm using Momo willingly. It was her turn. I had so many issues last episode because I was angry at them making me use Momo that it made me like... It made me power level Nina by accident. Oh, that, yeah, of course, you're not going to get a time to heal then. Alright, fine. Doink. It reads, aligning the portal antenna. Do you want to keep reading? Yes. Change the face of the antenna with the directional buttons. Look for the angle with the least amount of noise. When you find it, press the X button to end the alignment. Do you want to align the antenna? Yes. Yeah! Now that's the type of minigame I like. The one that I do on the first try. Ryu looked at the panel and was like, I'm a big dummy dumb. I don't understand it. I need Momo. Oh no. We got surprised. Yeah, I mean, in case you don't know, the reason I named the last episode Momo was because of the anime. Boba Bobo, Bo, Boba Bo. I don't remember how many bows, but I looked it up to make sure there's an appropriate number of hyphen and bows. Want to do something weird? Because there's not going to be a boss, right? Yeah. Yeah, let me see what fusion I get here. And also dark, because this might be... So, when I showed the chart last time, and I should just have the chart up on my screen so I can see, but each combination of two characters reliably gives you a certain fusion one. Gar, however, will always just default to whatever character he's with because you can't fuse with Gar. His powers are in direct opposition to the Dragon Clan. Okay, I was hoping that I'd be the Pico one, but that's not what it worked out. But each one has another gem that you can put with the fusion to have an alternate version of that fusion. And I think the one with Pico's form is the Dark Gem. But I don't know for sure. Transfer! Alright, let's combust these fools. Ha! That is one of the most ridiculous abilities in the game. It just looks so funny. Because it's not using the pixels also, it's using the, like the sprites. So I have to go all the way back now. I guess, I don't really need to show it, but Momo's level is imminent, so let's show that. And there it is. Alright, defense only rose by 1. Intelligence rose by 11. That's great. I'd love to slap some more spells on this girl. Ryu, level up! Alright, good, good. 3 points of agility. That's what I like to see. We're almost back. I think I just need to go up this hallway. I think... I realized I was complaining, like, we need a little bit more attack. And, like, I could have just done that. And had a much easier time. But I wanted to show the other farm. You know? Eh. Alright. Portal activated. Location, relay point A. Enter destination. Oh! Wait, what? Target Dragoneer. Okay. Sorry, it looked like a crack. I know this is a somber moment, but... we are definitely somewhere I did not expect to be. Hey, you. Did you just leave that building? What's this? Everyone, we must celebrate! Please, be at ease. I am... why do you even say your name? I'm not gonna say... the patriarch of this village. Never say that name again. I don't even know what that is. How many vowels is that? 2? Actually, that's not too many. My name has that. All of us here are the same as you. We are all brood, Master Ryu. Do not be alarmed, Guardian. We gave up our powers and fled during the Great War. So as to not be found by us Guardians. Exactly. All in preparation for this moment. This moment? What do you mean? I like that she raised her hand, you dork. You will know soon enough. But for now, please rest and be at ease. Oh, Dragon Prince, and noble companions. Please eat this. This meat will restore the strength sapped by the desert's heat. We have been waiting for you to come, Ryu, Prince of Dragons. It has been foretold for many generations. After our defeat by our enemy, they tried to wipe us from the face of the earth. To survive, our people head to give up their power like we have here, or bury themselves deep underground. Our brethren who hid underground, many of them entered a deep sleep after convincing a child. Oh, after conceiving a child. Jeez, you don't want to misread that. They went into a deep sleep after conceiving a child. They slept to wait the time when one day the brood might walk the earth again. So those must have been my parents. And now that day has arrived. The prince is soon to awaken. Ryu, you have come here to the forgotten city of the brood, Dragoneer. Call it destiny if you will. We can tell you where to find what it is you are seeking. Where to find your foe, the goddess, Myra. At this point, I'm going to straight out say, just because of, like, the dais thing and the blue thing, that this is the goddess Tyr. This is the same goddess from the first game. I really wish the translations had just been kept consistent. Just keep them consistently wrong. Tyr was a fine name. I don't know how things got so messed up with so many different names. I think it's just that it was different companies, like different translation companies that didn't confer with what was already done. So a lot doesn't match up. But if it wasn't obvious by now, that is the case. Ryu, you must awaken your true power. And then you must face the goddess. Ryu, are you awake? Wait, that was all a dream? Ryu, you fell asleep after the banquet. If you're looking for your companions, they are all outside. Wow, we cleaned up. Coming this far must have been a difficult journey. Wasn't easy. There was a lot of mini-games. Mini-games set up by the goddess to thwart me. Look who's awake. The brood are pretty amazing. Who would have thought that they were still alive? Living in this forsaken place? I wonder how Gar feels right now. I mean, being in a city, surrounded by people who used to be his enemies. He's over there, looking depressed. Let's go try to cheer him up. Let's go, buddy. You and me once again. Kinda want to look around first, though, sorry. Oh, look, it's Momo. Prince of the Dragons? They must have been waiting for you to come and restore the brood to their former power. They sure are patient, aren't they? It's been like 1,000 years, or was it 500 years? Looks like we can use these beds to rest. But now's not the time for that. It is the time to raid your shelves. Oh, damn it. You should have known that the Dragon Prince loves to raid shelves, and you could have left like an antidote there for me. He would have been satisfied. Oh, look. Look, Ryu. Isn't it cute? It's called a Rakada. Moof. Moof. I think we ate one last night, though. I was looking at the dishes, so that's a bit sad, but I guess they raised them here. We no longer have any powers like yours, O Prince. We gave up our power that you one day might find your way here and fulfill your destiny. So, the reason Gar woke up is because Ryu woke up. It was probably the exact same time the second there are dragons sensed in the world, Guardians wake up. If there's no dragons, Guardians go back to sleep. Are you in need of anything? What you got? Oh my god. Look how fast you go! This is like the legendary sword, a Damascus sword? Oh my god. That's crazy. Yes, I would like your legendary dragon sword made by my people using ancient techniques probably long forgot. Thank you very much. Surprisingly, cheaper than it could have been. And yeah, I'll take that too. Give me the armor. Give me the armor and blade of my people, please. Boom. That's crazy. And give me some of these. I can afford them. Cool. I don't think I ever used an eye drop once this entire game. Give me 4 of these to be even, though. Beep, beep, beep. Boop. That's crazy. Am I even gonna find any weapons that are better than that? I don't know. We have been taught that the Guardians are our ancient enemies, but now you claim one as a friend. Are you sure he can be trusted? Well, it's because the dragon's true power is to make friends. As stated, that's my whole party, right? Yeah, I'm not forgetting someone. Even if they have forgotten the war, I am still the sworn enemy of every person in this village. All the people here, they're suspicious of the fact that you, Ryu, have brought me here with you. I've come with you on this trip because I have lost my faith, and I have come to doubt my own actions of so long ago. But I know that is not good enough. A reason for all the men and women of this village to trust me. The war has not ended in the hearts and minds of these people. Well, maybe so, Gar. But what are you getting all gloomy about? Okay, so maybe the people here want Ryu to take his power and go teach your god a thing or two, but... And maybe it's not so realistic to think that we can drop on God and ask about the truth. Fair point. But still, you're the one who told us to tag along if we wanted answers to our questions. You know what? You just plain think too much, you know? Anyway, it doesn't matter what the villagers here think. What's important is what Ryu thinks. Am I wrong? Ryu. The Elder wishes to meet with you. He is the eldest of us all. Of all the brood, only he remembers the Great War. Go to the well at the center of the village. The Elder awaits you underground. I'm wondering if I'm able to save. It's been a while, and that makes me paranoid. Like, am I allowed to leave? Yes. Alright, let's find out where the hell I am, first of all. Oh, second of all, it'd be great to check out the fairy village. Cool. Factory? Alright, we'll worry about that later. That's probably my next destination. So I did find out that, so we discovered new work, that I do have maximum culture. So those 2 shops are maxed out, and I don't need to be researching culture anymore. However, I'm supposed to have 20 fairies, and I don't know why I don't have 20 fairies. That is very confusing to me. It just stopped at 15 and never grew after that, so that's a bit annoying. But that means that these guys don't need to be doing this anymore, so... What's the new thing? A casino? I mean, for now, we could do a casino, I guess. I don't know. What stat does that use? No stat. Alright, well... Are these guys better off somewhere else, I wonder? Because these are the smarty pantses, right? Yeah, why don't you help with jobs? Because I know there's one more job. And it's actually a good one, so... And then we got Explorer there. We could make another type of merchant shop. We can make speed weapons. Yeah, let's make speed weapons. See what that's about. And I should do Explore... So if someone has a chance of dying, I hate to say it, but I should risk someone that doesn't, you know, matter as much. Yeah, like Dr. K. Well, first let me go to the gift shop to see if they have anything for me. The goodness of the gift is based off how many battles you fought. The fact that I got a Swallow Eye, it means that I had an insane amount of items, but... Alright. Got a magic shard, that's pretty good. And another magic shard. Yeah, so I should have multiple people on gifts, because then I get 3 of whatever they have to give. So that's pretty good. Now this Tiger's Cap is just good for everyone. Also, it gives attack, which is crazy. Anyway. Let's have Dr. K go on an expedition. Oh, it's based off strength. Oh. He'll be fine. I don't know. Just an experiment, and it's like the easy raid, so he'll surely be fine. I'm not sending him to his death, he said, not actually knowing if that was true. And we'll have you go to gifts. Okay, so first we check out the casino. Thanks for coming. There are some fun games we can play together. What do you want to play with me? Yes. Which game do you want to play? By the way, if you want to play the number guessing game, you'll need at least 500 zones. Let's play high and low. You already know the rules, don't you? I do believe I know the rules. Actually, I don't. Alright, there are 9 unique cards. I'll lay them out in a row on the table and turn the first one over. Then you guess if the next card in the series is higher or lower than the cards before it. I see. Up to 8 cards. But if you do, it gets much harder. Okay. If you guess any single card wrong, you lose. If you get right, then the pot goes up based on the number of cards that you... Okay, I think I get it. Okay, every couple of cards, something luck. Okay. I get the rules. How much money do you want to bet? Oh, Can I only bet... I guess I can only bet 100. Alright, fine, 100. Here we go. Choose whether it's high or low. I'm gonna guess low, considering there's only 9 cards and it's showing a 9. Hooray! Yeah, you won. Do you want to keep playing? Yeah. That's the spirit. Here we go. 7. Let's say low. Set. Yeah! Alright, one more time. I'm gonna guess 2 cards this time, unless it's right in the middle. Probably gonna lose it all. Oh, look at that. Choose whether it's high or low. So there was a 4 there. Why did it show me that? I mean, low? What? I was gonna guess 2 cards and it threw me off there. Alright. This is dumb and I hate it. But it's here. Look at me making $73. Alright, enough of that. There's another game, but I don't feel like it right now. I want to check out the exploration, which I guess would be... I don't know how to send you on an expedition, actually. So, maybe I go back to the board and I can choose from there, but that's... I don't know how to do it. Huh. Yeah, like, I don't know how to actually send them anywhere, so... That's awkward. But, alright, anyway, what a detour on a very important part of the narrative where I'm supposed to go and, talk to the leader of the dragons. I should do that this episode. Like, come on now. But I do want to camp first. Let's see what everyone thinks. So the Brood managed to survive only by giving up their powers and fleeing here from their enemies. So maybe the power of the Brood is for killing and destruction after all. That's one conclusion. The Brood. They don't seem like an evil race that must be destroyed. The fact that there's a portal here means that this village has been here since the Techno Age. So the Brood must have come here around the time of the wars. Peace. No matter what the Elder thinks, Ryu has to meet him and learn the history of the Brood. When I think about how many generations of Brood have lived and died in this barren, desolate land, yeah, he's going through a major crisis. Which he should. If only he came to his conclusions a little bit earlier. The Elder is waiting for you below. Enter whenever you are ready. Ready as I'll ever be. Oh my god. It's the mural from the beginning of the game. There's Nina. There's Blue, or Deus. Ox. Bo. And Ryu. Fighting the goddess Myra. I think that's how I'm gonna say it. I'll just say Myra. Formerly the goddess Tyr. It is the same goddess. That is why this is here. They knew of the journeys all along. They know that I'm a direct ancestor. In fact, the fact that they noticed me on sight, like I even have the blue hair, which doesn't seem common among my people. Direct descendant of the Light Dragon clan. Is this? Huh. The doors seem reminiscent of a part in Breath of Fire 2, but maybe not. You've come. Welcome, Ryu. I am the Elder Jono. Don't let my looks fool you. I'm a nice guy. Come here, my son. My son. Did you see the mural as you came in? That is the history of our people's struggle. Our people's history stretches back into the distant past. Before even the Great War, it is a history of a struggle against a great, recurring evil. In each age, a warrior among the Brood appears. With his allies, he carries on the struggle. Against the evil that appears as a mortal, sometimes as a devil, an evil that is named Myra. Myra, the god of the Urkins, the god that you are seeking. Of course, it seems the Urkins never refer to their god or their enemy, the Brood, by name. Speaking of the Urkins, I want to talk to your friend the Guardian. Bring him here. I'm fortunate enough to have had Gar in my party, so I don't need to leave. Guardian. I have to hand it to you, Urkins, and to Myra. When you decided to get rid of the brood, you didn't hold back at all, did you? But you must realize one truth. As long as you refuse to speak your god's name, or the name of your enemy, no one will ever know what became of us. Or why. Oh, Honorable Elder One, do you hate us? Hate? There may be among some of us who do, but I do not, Guardian. One cannot allow himself to be blinded by hatred or spill blood for a petty reason. What happened between the Urkins and the Brood was fate. Fate, Honorable Elder One? What do you mean, Honorable Elder One? Please tell me. Stop calling me Elder One! You're every bit as old as I am. That is a fair point. It's like, who you calling old? I've had enough of talking to you. From now on, I only want to see a pretty girl. Understand? I've made up my mind. I'm only going to talk to a woman. Alright, the old man anime creep wants to talk to a woman. I can think of only one woman. The woman who does everything. Mo. No. I said pretty girls. I want young, plump ones. Okay, Ray thinks that's hilarious. Well, excuse me. What an old crank. What do you mean I'm not good enough? I actually did know that would happen. I didn't know that Ray would start laughing. They really made this guy an old man anime creep. It's a trope. I don't see it as much anymore, which is good. He's a pure Master Roshi, this man. But I did remember that would happen. Because I don't want to actually initiate the main scene. I think I should end it, unfortunately. Sorry. It is. I am coming up on an hour. But, I like that Ray kind of, like, is annoyed at Momo just because, like, the first thing she did was, like, crash his ship and throw him into the water, and I feel like he still hasn't forgiven her. He's a cat man. He hates the water. But yeah, a lot revealed this episode. I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to just fix the thing. I thought I was going to go back, and there'd be a new area. I didn't think I would teleport to the hidden land of the dragons. I am curious, though. What is this place? Well, doesn't really tell me. What monsters you got here? Oh my god, it's the Egg Gang. What? What in the hell are you? But yeah, I'm still sad about the translation things because there are so many little in references and connections that only make ovum. Okay, wildly inappropriate to turn me into an egg. But yeah, the fact that the goddess's name has changed is definitely annoying, but I assure you it is the same person. Especially, it's even more so proven by the mural. They're saying it's a recurring evil, and that is the god of the Urkins. Blah 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 blah. But I think it's been fairly obvious who it was, but I didn't want to say it straight out because the game technically didn't say it, and that's how I roll. I don't actually say things until they're said in game. I don't want to jump ahead. I want people to be able to discover things themselves. It should all make sense now. And I don't think the Urkin people are evil. I think this religion was set up specifically to result in the destruction of Myra's enemies without the people really knowing or thinking that it's bad, you know? Which is more devious than things she tried in the past. Before, she had a much more hands-on approach. I think she's taking it back. The fact that we haven't even actually, we have directly seen her influence once. The powers of, what is his name, Makabe, the leader of the guild, the criminal guild. I'm pretty sure he got his powers directly from the goddess. He turned into a demon. That happened all the time in the first game. And who was it that caused all the trouble for Ryu at the beginning? It was the guild. It was the mayor who was working for the Thieves Guild. And they directly came in power because of influence from the goddess. So, like, but again, that's such like a cat's paw way of influencing the main characters. It's way more divorced than in games past, I'd say. Although it's kind of the same in... Whatever. This is going on too long. I was gonna start talking about how Myra was absent in Breath of Fire 2, but her influence was still shown through, like, a minion, through, like, a scar, essentially. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. On the next episode, we will meet with the Elder fully and truly see what he has to say, and this time it will bring Nina. I knew he wanted Nina, but I'm glad that I saw that Ray laughed, because that's a very interesting interaction that they added. I don't think I ever saw that before, because you have to specifically bring Momo and Ray to see it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks to my patrons. I will see you guys next time. Things are about to get real. Later.